I am. Kara. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it Lena?
Yeah, it's good to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
Sorry, I was in a lab, so I
Oh,
rushed over
no
it,
problem.
Sorry,
I'm glad you made it. No, it's totally fine. It's kind of a hike up here, too, so.
Yeah.
How's your day been going so far?
Good. It's Friday, so it's
Yes.
so
Good.
good. Yeah. Ah, okay.
Well, it's nice to finally meet you.
It's good to meet you, too.
I'm excited to be here. So, do you just want to tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm an exercise science student and philosophy, and I'm going to be applying to med school, so.
Wow, congrats.
That's kind of it.
Good for you. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Super fun.
So just a little bit about myself.
Yeah.
This is my 5th year at U of I.
Oh, cool.
I graduated already with my food and nutrition degree as well as psychology, and so now I'm just kind of going into the dietetics program,
Cool.
continuing that. So I'm really excited to do your nutritional assessment.
That's cool.
So just some goals today. Kind of the purpose of the nutrition assessment is just to assess your nutrition needs, take a look at your physical activity, talk about your food intake, and just I hope I can answer any questions that you might have.
Oh, good.
So feel free to ask anything,
Yeah.
and if I don't know the answer, I'll be more than happy to look it up for you and
Cool.
get back to you.
Yeah.
So in doing so, is it okay if I take a few notes during the interview?
Do. Yeah,
Okay.
whatever you need.
So do you prefer to be called Lena?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll actually start with some anthropometric information. So we'll just go down the hall really quick and take your height and weight, and then we'll come back.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of set up shop here. And
Oh, yeah, take your time.
That's okay.
And I have to record myself doing this, so sorry if that's like kind of
okay,
a little bit
fine.
weird, but you know, I'm sure it will help. General nutrition education and see where you can get them help and that sort of thing. So that's so cool. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. All right, so let me fill in your height and weight. And is that typically your usual body weight? No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, typically. I mean, it like fluctuates. Between like 155 to like 170.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, but no like huge drastic changes. Okay. Good. And do you have a desired weight, or is your desired weight now?
Probably like 155, 160. I don't know.
So right around where you're at now.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. And then how old are you?
20.
Awesome. And then, are you interested in having your percent body fat assessed?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not, if you want to do that?
Yeah, so we actually have a bioelectrical impedance scale. I don't have access to it right now, but the next time we meet, I can try and get access to that and bring it in. Sometimes it's just cool to see.
Cool.
So I'll mark that and bring that in the next time we meet. It's just a quicker meeting, and so we can do that then. All right, so now we're going to do a nutrition-focused physical exam, if that's okay with you. But basically, it's just a physical exam to check for, like, vitamin and mineral deficiencies or protein stores and that sort of thing.
I'd love to know that. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to have you come over here. I'll play a little bit of doctor.
Cool.
But I'll have you sit this way, and you can just sit on the chair. So basically, I'll just start head to toe. So I'll kind of look at your hair and then look at your temples and your shoulders, and then I'll move down to your back and then your knees and your calves.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay. So here, I'm just going to check your hair. If you had, like, if it was easy pluckable or maybe some banding, then that could be a sign of protein deficiency.
Okay.
But yours is looking good.
Good.
So I'm going to just touch your temples here, and then can you clench your jaw? Awesome. And then can I actually take your glasses off? Is that okay? Okay.
Do it here.
Awesome. I'm just going to feel down here. Can you clench your jaw again? Awesome. All right. I'm just going to go under your eyes. Good. And then I'm just going to pull your eyelids down a little bit. Coloring's good. So now I'm going to check your eyes really quick, and then you can put your glasses back on. So if you can look at my finger here. Awesome. And then the last, this is the most awkward part of the whole thing, but I'm going to check your mouth and just look at your tongue and your gums. You can open for me. Awesome. Everything's looking good.
Okay, cool.
Looking good. Okay, so we're going to move to your shoulders. So I'm just checking for some muscle definition. Really, what we want to see is like rounded shoulders, nothing too square. So that's looking really good. And then your clavicle. That looks good too. If it's really protruding, that could be like a sign of muscle wasting or malnutrition. So, but yours is looking good.
Good.
So I'm going to have you put your arm straight out and put your hand against mine.
Like that? Okay.
And then I'm just going to feel your back. Awesome. That feels good. And I'm going to have you bend your arm at a 90-degree angle and make a fist. I'm going to feel your tricep and just pinch a little bit. Awesome. And then I'll have you put your arm straight out and I'll check your fingernails. Looks good. And then can you make an okay sign? Awesome. Great. So then I'm just going to check your knees.
What does the okay sign do?
Typically, if there's an indentation right here, that can be a sign of muscle wasting again. Or malnutrition.
Cool.
So this exam is really cool, and when it's more for like a clinical setting type of deal. When you have patients that maybe are in the ICU or anything like that, you might see like severe muscle wasting and things like that. So it's kind of assessing that.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. So then I'm going to have you lift your legs straight up and just feel your quad. Awesome. And then go ahead and relax. Feel your calves. And then can you point your toe? Awesome. Go ahead and relax. I'm just going to check your ankle. Looks good. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I didn't see really any signs of vitamin or mineral deficiencies, no malnutrition, so everything's looking really great. So then we're just going to talk a little bit about your health status.
Okay.
So how would you rate your general health? Would you rate it like very good, fair?
I would say it's like between fair and like it's good.
Good? Yeah.
Yeah, like generally pretty good.
Okay. And do you have like reasons for coming to this conclusion?
Like I would say, so we had to like record our nutrition too for nutrition class, and it was kind of what I thought, like within like what I'm eating, it's like decently proportioned, but like it's not enough all the time, and that just deals with like sometimes I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say like it's decently good, with the stuff that I eat.
Awesome.
Yeah. Generally. Except the past 24 hours. I was like, oh goodness, she's going to see the worst, but that's okay.
Oh, that's totally fine. We all have our days.
Yeah.
Have you had any recent injuries?
No. Nothing like to like be concerned about, just normal stuff.
Okay. Any allergies or any other health conditions?
Nope.
Awesome. You're lucky.
Yeah, I know.
Do you follow any specific diet now, like vegetarian or anything like that?
No, I just tend to not eat a lot of meat, but like I still eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, are you currently taking any drugs or medications?
No.
Okay. Is there a history of heart disease or diabetes or anything like that in your family history?
Nope.
Very healthy. That's good.
It's very
good. Okay, so we're going to dive into physical activity.
Cool.
So if you are physically active, if you want to kind of just tell me about it.
Yeah, so I do CrossFit. Like in the summer it's more active than that, but like on average it's 3 times a week here. And then I'm a part of like a conditioning class, so that's also 3 times a week. Okay. And then every once in a while I'll throw like running in there. So like just running aside from like what's done in those workouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many days a week do you think you run?
Only like 1 or 2 days.
1 or 2 days.
Yeah. And then there's like hiking and stuff, which I feel like is just like normal stuff. So I don't know if you would count that.
I would count that for sure. Okay. So when you run, how long do you typically go for?
Anywhere between like 1 to 3 miles. I do not go more than that.
Okay,
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then CrossFit and your conditioning class is about how long are you doing that for, and kind of what all does that entail? 1 hour?
Yeah, so they're all an hour. It really depends, but it entails like the conditioning class is like more using body weight, but like CrossFit is going to be using various weights and doing like Olympic lifts, and then doing more like HIIT, I would say, is like how you could like describe CrossFit, but with like Olympic things. So it'd be like lifting weights or like doing like burpees, box jumps, running, things like that, wall balls and stuff. Yeah.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah, it's an adventure.
I bet. So when you are exercising, do you have a specific schedule you kind of follow, like certain times of the day you work out and like certain days you do?
Well, right now it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, conditioning in the morning, and then CrossFit in the afternoon.
Okay.
And then on the weekends, like maybe a run. But then like, yeah, summer is just like 5 a.m. CrossFit during the week, that's it. But I don't know if that helps.
Okay.
Anything.
Sure, so you're very active. That's exciting.
Oh, good.
And where are the locations of those? So are you at the rec center? Are you off campus?
Yeah, so one is over in the PEB.
The PEB.
And that's the conditioning one. And the other one is just in someone's personal gym that's like slightly off campus.
Okay.
And then running probably on campus more than anything.
They have some fun trails.
Yeah.
I like doing like Paradise Creek and stuff
sometimes. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Do you do any sort of like competition for CrossFit or anything like that?
No, the only thing that I could do would be like a Spartan. That'd be kind of fun. But like, we'll see if we ever get there.
Awesome.
But, yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
So I'll take that information and kind of evaluate that going into our next meeting and kind of estimate your energy requirement and your estimated protein requirements. So now we'll dive into kind of all the fun nutrition things.
Cool.
So do you have any special interest in nutrition or any special concerns about your diet? Or
I just want to know like how to like optimize my diet in a sense that like what I eat is actually going to be helpful and not just like empty. Other than that, yeah, I would just like to know like my tendencies like of not eating meat, like if I am getting enough like other nutrients when I like do stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of like how to properly fuel for all that activity you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like on the days I don't work out, like how should my diet look versus the days I do.
Okay. Now, sometimes it's difficult to kind of, when you're not being physically active that day, but you're like, oh, what should I eat? This is typically what I would eat, but...
Yeah.
And do you prepare your own meals?
Yeah.
So do you do like where do you do your grocery shopping?
Mostly probably Winco, just because their fresh foods are a little bit better than like Walmart and stuff. And then sometimes at the co-op too, depending what it is, yeah.
So do you like to meal, like kind of do a grocery plan?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely meal prep, so like making like 2 or 3 meals of the same thing for like the week. and then like doing 2 or 3 different recipes, so you can mix it up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so do you typically eat your meals at home, on campus, or?
Breakfast at home, and then lunch, it depends. Sometimes at home, sometimes not. Dinner at home, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when you're at home, are you eating at like a dining table? Or are you eating in front of the TV or on your couch? Or?
So I live in the LLCs, and so like for right
that was
now.
my next question. Awesome.
Yeah. So like in our like living room area.
Okay.
Like there's no TV or anything.
Yeah.
But it's like on a couch.
Okay.
Rather than going down to the main living.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the fun part of our 24-hour recall.
Cool.
So we'll just do what you ate yesterday.
I have my phone.
Oh, awesome.
I track
Okay.
it normally.
That makes it a lot easier.
Oh, good. And then I'm sure it wouldn't take that long. I just have to leave by like, what is it, 6? If that's okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, we should totally be done by then.
Oh, perfect. And then I forgot to add 2 things. Yeah, so I also have been sick. So the last 24 hours I haven't eaten a lot because I just haven't been hungry. But so, just all of yesterday.
Yeah, so we'll just start in the morning, like the first thing you ate or drank.
Do you want me to give it to you?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Wow, this is so fancy. About what time do you think you ate breakfast?
Yesterday I ate it at like 8:30.
8:30.
Mm-hmm.
So we have it. Americano. About how much soy do you think you put in your Americano?
It was from Starbucks, to be honest. So
Totally
I think
fine.
they probably put like a 1/4 cup, maybe.
Okay.
Around there, I think.
And did you get like a grande?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then oatmeal. Was your oatmeal just the plain oatmeal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the vanilla was in the oatmeal, right?
The vanilla was
Or
in
in
the
the
Americano.
Americano?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Tablespoons. Okay, and then some lunch. Had some soup, it looks like, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
About what time do you think you ate lunch?
That was at like 11, I would say. Yeah. 11:30.
2 cups of tomato. Do you have any crackers or? Okay.
Nope.
Did you add any like salt or pepper to it?
No, I
Okay.
was just like, I knew I needed something, so it's
Simple
like
and
soup sounds
easy.
okay, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And then we have dinner next. So, what time do you think you ate dinner at?
What did I say I had? I'm trying to think.
Brown rice, black beans,
Oh,
some garlic and salt, and pot stickers. That sounds good.
Yeah, that was probably around like 7, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Looks like we had.
Yeah. And I wasn't sure about the pot stickers because they were homemade. So it's just like the normal like wonton wrapper, and then it just has like a little bit of chicken and cabbage and carrots in it. And it was steamed, not like fried or anything. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is very helpful.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had 5. Steamed. And it had chicken and carrots and cabbage.
And then a little bit of celery. And it had like, that was like a whole mix, so I had like a little bit of soy sauce and garlic salt. And one other thing that I can't remember, but like spices.
Awesome. That sounds amazing.
It was super fun because they're easy to freeze and then just like put on a pan and cook. So.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and then you also had some black beans.
Mm-hmm.
And then some garlic salt. Squeeze that on the bottom. Okay, and then some snacks for the day.
I'm trying to think what they were.
So we had hot cocoa mix.
Yep. Yeah.
My favorite. What time do you think you had that snack at?
It was probably, I'm trying to think. So 11. I had the lab at 3. So probably around 2 o'clock. Yeah.
And did you mix it with milk or with water?
Just water. Yeah.
And was it just like one of those instant packets?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just trying to get an idea for size.
Yep.
Those are so nice this time of year.
I know,
I get all cozy in bed and get my hot cocoa and
That's
Netflix.
what I did. I was like, okay, I have a lap in a little bit. I'm just going to chill.
Yes.
Relax a little.
And then some dark chocolate cups.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what the brand is. They're just like little like organic dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have the brand on there. I think I found it. But, yep.
Chocolate peanut butter cups.
It was just one.
So, like the size of like a Reese's cup?
A little bit smaller.
Smaller?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you were to compare it to, is it a little bit bigger than, I guess, than the size of this?
Yeah, it's probably like if you were to like round out this, probably about that size. Yeah.
Okay. And then ginger mint tea.
Mm-hmm.
What time would you say you had that around?
That was like at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you add any like milk or sugar?
No, I just had 2 cups of that.
Okay. Awesome. That was very helpful.
Oh, good. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so next we'll talk about supplementation.
Mm-hmm.
So do you drink any kind of sports drinks or?
No, nothing like Gatorade or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while I'll have like a protein shake. It's just like this plant-based protein powder that I put with like either water or a little bit of like oat milk.
Okay.
But that's every once in a while. That's just kind of like if I know I can't like sit down and have breakfast, I'll have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any kind of energy bars?
Every once in a while, Cliff bars, but
Okay.
I don't know if you categorize them as energy bars.
Maybe, but I'll just mark it down.
Yeah. Otherwise, no.
Okay. Any sort of like vitamin supplements?
I used to regularly take, and I'm like getting back into it. It's, I should find the label. It's like a little vitamin pack thing that I have, and it has like probiotics and something like that. I'll take a picture and I can email it to you.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, it has all the information on them. But it's like 5 pills.
Okay. So kind of just like a daily vitamin kind of pack.
Yeah, there's like 2 multivitamins. I know there's a probiotic and then there's 2 other ones.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll put that on my list.
And you take that about every day?
Yeah. I haven't in the past week, but yes, I'm going to get back into it.
Okay. And you have like a specific reason you take it? You just like enjoy taking it, or?
Yeah, I was just thinking that like probably with like not eating a lot of meat and not like getting a lot of substitutes like B12, I know, because I was like really tired for a while.
Okay.
So I was taking it to hopefully counteract anything I wasn't eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you take any like mineral supplements? That might be part of that vitamin pack. I'm not sure.
I think there might be some in there, but I don't know. Yeah. Nothing outside of those.
Okay. And then, so no other supplements or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, so this is the frequency questionnaire next.
Okay.
So this, since you said yesterday wasn't maybe like your usual diet, this will kind of give us an idea of what your usual diet is like.
Good. Yeah.
So there's quite a few questions, but we'll just kind of go through it step by step.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna, kind of see like what you're eating on a regular basis.
Cool.
So for fruit, how many servings a day do you think you typically eat in like a normal day?
Like in a normal day, it'd be like either an apple or an orange.
Okay.
And then sometimes some fruit in my oatmeal.
Okay, so maybe like 1 to 2 servings a day?
Yeah.
And if you put fruit in your oatmeal, about how much do you think you put in?
Like a half a cup of frozen fruit.
Okay. Do you drink any fruit juice?
Mm-mm.
And then fresh or cooked vegetables, how many servings a day would you say you eat?
With my, like hummus, I'll have like fresh vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
And then with like lunches and dinners, it'll be cooked. So maybe like 2 to 3, I don't know.
Okay.
I like more heavy on the vegetables. I don't know how to quantify it, I guess.
Yeah, so I have a few food models here. I know they're not fruits or vegetables,
okay.
but to give you an idea of size, that might help me just kind of visualize like how much you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of these sizes kind of look similar to what you might be eating, feel free to point them out.
With like the cooked vegetables, it'll probably be like that circumference.
Okay.
I don't know, not like super high, but like a very good amount of vegetables.
Okay, for sure.
And then like raw. Maybe around like that much, because it's like normally like carrots or cucumbers and things like that.
Okay. Yeah. Do you eat any like mixed salads or tossed salads?
Every once in a while, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Would you say about like maybe once or twice a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
And then when you make them, do you normally make it as like an entree salad or maybe like a side salad?
In between those two, so like not super big, but like maybe like that big.
Okay.
With like other things on it.
So in an average week, how many servings of dried peas or beans, including like black-eyed peas, this is including canned beans as well, would you say you eat?
How many servings are in a can? Like 2?
That's a good question.
Okay.
So a can would be, they're about 16 ounces, right? For a can?
Yeah.
So that would be about 2 cups.
Okay.
So that'd be about 2 servings.
Probably anywhere between like, in a week, maybe like 4 to 5.
Okay.
Maybe around 3, 4. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so are you normally eating them like canned, or are you making them from dried?
Canned, yeah.
Canned. Okay. And when you're eating them, the serving size, do you think it's typically around that like 1 cup serving?
Yeah. Okay. I usually like normally split them up, whether I'm like cooking with them or not. It, like I think evens out to that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you have any servings of like peanut butter or peanuts or any other sort of nuts? A week?
Yeah. Probably like, I don't know, like 3-ish servings of like raw nuts.
Okay.
And it's like a mix. So there's like almonds and cashews and pecans and things. And then peanut butter. I probably eat a lot of peanut butter. So
Okay.
I would say like 1 serving a day on average. Because sometimes I'll have 2, sometimes I won't have any. So like probably like 6 servings a week or something of just peanut butter.
Okay. So about 3 servings a week of the nuts,
Mhm.
and then about 6 servings a week of the peanut butter.
Yeah, I think about that because they're just like snacks essentially. So.
Right. So for your just the mixed nuts, would you say, how big would you say, like a handful?
Yeah, I would say about like this much.
Okay.
And they're like unsalted nuts.
Perfect. And then peanut butter, about how many tablespoons do you think when you make a serving?
Just like a spoonful.
Spoonful, okay.
Yeah, but not like heaping, just like
okay.
nice little spoonful.
Yeah, that's about 1 tablespoon.
Yeah.
Awesome. In an average week, how many servings of French fries, fried potatoes, or hash browns do you eat?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really eat French fries. Maybe like once every couple weeks. No fried potatoes. I like bake my potatoes. I don't know if
that
counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are just like baked.
Perfect. In an average week, how many servings of high fiber cereals like Bran Flakes or shredded wheat do you eat? No cereal.
No.
Okay.
If I eat cereal, it's like Chex Mix.
Okay.
Yeah, or like Life or something like
Yeah.
that. So.
And then, do you eat any bacon or sausage?
Every once in a while, but I don't like cook that for myself. It's kind of like whenever like we're all together, like friends and stuff, and we have breakfast together. So.
Okay, so not really on a weekly basis.
No, not
okay.
on a weekly basis at all.
Do you eat any things like hot dogs or lunch meats, bologna, or like salami?
I will have like turkey. Like lunch meat turkey.
Okay. And about how many times a week do you think?
It just depends. So like when I get it, it would probably be like 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah, just like with like lettuce and cheese and stuff like that.
Okay. And so this is about 3 ounces of ground beef, I guess.
Yeah.
So how much do you think you're putting on your sandwich? I know this is like a little bit thicker than like a turkey slice. Or maybe how many slices are you using?
Probably about like 3 to 4 slices of just like, and it's like really thin.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Perfect. How many servings of hamburger, including hamburger meat and dishes like meatloaf or spaghetti, would you say you eat?
I don't really eat red meat.
Okay, yeah, I remember you saying you don't eat meat a lot, so no worries.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next question is servings of beef or pork, ribs, anything like that, any ham?
No.
Okay.
More like chicken and fish.
Chicken and fish.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you don't have to do this one. So if you eat chicken, is the chicken you eat normally fried, or how would you cook it?
Normally it's just like either baked in the oven or just like cubed and like on a stove. But like not breaded or fried or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how often would you say you eat chicken a week?
Like 5 times a week probably on average.
And what would be your estimation for how much you eat in a serving?
Half of a chicken breast, around there.
Okay.
So, and it just depends, but like if it's like one of the larger chicken breasts, it's like half of that. So if I get a smaller one, it'd probably equate up to that.
Okay. So if it was to look something like this or like this, kind of what size?
If it was like this large but like thicker, it would probably be like
cut in half. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. When you're in the end. Cool. So, in an average week, how many servings of snack chips or snack crackers do you eat?
I don't really, unless they're there. So like every couple weeks. It just depends.
Yeah.
Like I go over to a friend's house and they have them, but I've never I don't buy really crackers.
Okay.
Sometimes Wheat Thins. So.
Wheat Thins. Okay. Yeah. So I might just put like maybe like once
a
week.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. And when you eat them, how much do you think you eat?
Probably like a
handful.
Yeah.
Do you drink any milk?
No. I drink like oat milk.
Oat milk? Okay.
And soy. Sometimes I will have like just like normal milk.
Okay. But most often soy or oat milk.
Yeah.
And how often do you think you drink that soy or oat milk?
Probably like about 3 times a week.
Okay.
It's more or less just like with like oatmeal, coffee. Yeah.
Okay, so more of kind of like an additive as opposed to just like a glass.
Oh yeah, no, I don't drink just like a glass.
So I'll just put like around a quarter cup, maybe average serving. In an average week, how many servings of regular cheese do you eat?
Okay. How much would you say like a serving of cheese It's just like a slice, right?
So, yeah, this is about an ounce of cheese.
Oh, okay. Probably like 6 times a week, honestly.
Okay.
Like 6 or 7.
Yeah. So would you say you eat about an ounce or maybe a little bit more?
Yeah, right around there.
Okay.
Like an ounce to 2 or something like that.
Okay. I love cheese too. Cheese and crackers.
Love cheese
is
so
my
much.
favorite snack.
It's the best thing ever.
It is. So next, do you eat any ice cream or maybe like sherbet or frozen yogurt? Okay.
No. Occasionally, but I don't think I would eat it enough to like say like on average once a week.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Do you eat eggs?
Not often.
Not often.
No.
Okay. And you kind of mentioned with the chicken, but do you eat any other deep fried foods?
No. Nope.
Okay. So I think we got all of those filled out. So, you mentioned you don't really drink any fruit juice or a lot of milk. What kind of drinks do you drink throughout the day?
Like water or coffee.
Water or coffee?
Or tea, yeah.
Okay.
But mainly water or coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's kind of the end of my assessment. So I got information about your measurements.
Cool.
We got some food intake, some supplement information. So I'll kind of analyze all of this, and then I'll end up plugging in your 24-hour recall into this software called NutriCalc. And so it'll give me all the nutrient information based off of it. I'll plug in your other information, so it'll kind of give me your recommendations for, how much you should be eating based off of your size and your activity level.
Yeah.
So we can kind of address and see some areas for improvement.
Yeah.
So do you have any questions for me at all? Or?
Do you want me to email you a picture of like the vitamins?
That would be really helpful.
I will try it and remember to do that. Yes.
Awesome. So I can analyze that for you, and then we can meet again, and I'll try and get that bioelectrical impedance scale too.
For sure, yeah.
So I know our schedules are kind of different.
Yeah.
But do you want to try and schedule a time to do that?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Do you want me to just input out my schedule now?
Yeah. If you can just let me know, like, what works best for you. Because the next meeting, it won't be this long. It'll probably be closer to, like, 10 to 15 minutes, if that.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty quick, so.
That works out great. Let's see. Okay, so 10 minutes you said. So, like, I have, like, hour breaks on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
If those are easier.
What time are those at?
There's, like, 11:30 to 12:30. And then 1:30 to 2:30, I have a break on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then Tuesdays before 9:30, or let's see, Thursdays there's like a bigger break.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe on. I'm a little bit busy next week.
That's okay. We can do after that too.
On Wednesdays, what did you say your hour openings were?
Between 11:30 and 12:30. So like I have a class at 12:30.
And then we could do 11:30.
Yeah.
If that worked for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then that meeting we can probably just meet at the library if that works.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You'll be on campus at that point.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 11:30.
And I can just meet you on the first floor.
Okay.
And I'll bring all those printouts and kind of show you what your recommendations are. And we can kind of look at all of that together. So
yeah, that's awesome.
I have this for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. And I'm really excited to kind of dive into this. And
oh, heck yeah.
It'll be really exciting. So thanks for coming.
Oh, definitely. I think it's so interesting, and I just don't